Oh, that reminds me.
See?
That reminds me.
It's so much fun.
That I was with Diaz for 3 days.
Yes.
And
Why does that remind you?
I'll tell you why. Because this is so perfect. So I'm with Diaz. We're leaving the Shoreline Amphitheater. We did the Oddball tour. So we're leaving the Shoreline Amphitheater. He massacred. It was like close to 10,000 people. We get in the shuttle because there's intermission, and Joey and I were before intermission. So we tell the driver we want to go back to the hotel. There's still another half of show to go. So it's just Joey, myself, and the driver. And we get in the car. There's no music on. We're just talking. And we just hit one of those moments, when you're on a highway at night and you kind of hit that thing where it's like everyone stops talking for a minute and you're looking out the window and you can feel like, and you're just kind of staring off. No one's talking. And then after like 15 seconds of silence, Joey goes, "Did I ever tell you about the time I saw a guy cut open at the Tenderloin in 1979? His stomach split wide open." And I was like, "What?" And I just see the driver's eyes like widen. And I was like, "No." He goes, "Yeah, his blood was brown because he had been bleeding for so long. People just stepped over him. And I saw 2 guys stab each other in the fucking street, 1980, just over nothing. They just stab each other. I almost shit my pants, but then I got used to it." And then you just see the driver's like, just
so crazy.
I got used to it.
Just look over like, who's this guy sitting next to me? Which is all you saw from like he's such a rocket ship of a personality that you get used to like all the people on this tour, because I did all the dates, and then you should see like the first night he came out, I'd see the Oddball staff like turning and like, what the fuck is going on? Because he's just so out of left field, like you can't prepare for it. And he's just like,
he's got not a fuck in his tank.
Zero.
No, there's nothing.
Dude,
There's
he
nothing.
just calls people cocksuckers. Like the audience at the comedy store, like, "What's up, cocksuckers?" They're like, "Who the fuck?"
He did it to 8,000 people last night.
Oh, it's so great.
"What's up, you fucking cocksuckers?" Yeah. Yeah.
It's endearing.
Yeah.
Once you see him live.
Yeah, he even has like some reference to it. Like he knew because he would throw people off, right? You could tell that some people, they'd be like, "Oh my God." And then he goes, "Yeah, I say some fucked up shit." and then he goes, "But I'm your Uncle Joey, Everyone's got an Uncle Joey like me. It's a little uncomfortable at first, like a finger in your ass." And then they just like laughing again right away. He gets how he hits people,
Yeah, he's something odd. I've never been anybody like him before. It's a force of nature. It's like a rare occurrence.
Really owns his farts in public, by the way.
Really? His fart game is strong.
He was just like, "I gotta tell you something else." Like at a bar, and I was like so loud, and it smelled so sour.
Really?
And he goes, "Wait till it hits that motherfucker right there." He points at the guy. Yeah, I mean, he's crazy, man.
It's so crazy he's married.
He farted once on a plane that was so bad that I had headphones on, and I smelled. I was in the middle of writing, and I smelled it, and I just go, "Ooh," and I start to make this face, and then I go and I put my shirt over my nose.
It was terrible.
And then it hits the woman behind us. And with the headphones on, listening to music, I hear, "Oh my God!" so I'm hearing, "Oh my God!" And he's like, "Ah!" And he's getting his hands rested on his belly.
gut. Yeah. He's a
He
maniac.
takes credit for it too,
Definitely. Yeah.
Because I do it on planes, but I keep it private.
under
I don't
wraps.
take credit, and no one assumes I would.
Right.
So I like to. Plus the sound, it's so much on the plane that you can fart. You can just let it rip. No one's going to hear it.
Yeah.
It's good quality.
Yeah. He also says things that don't add up for that. I'm like, "Come on." He goes, "You know me, dog." Like I'm like, all right. It's like my favorite thing about his periscopes.
What?
His periscopes, he'll smoke. He smoked crazy amounts of weed. He's like, "It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I've already rolled 2 joints, smoked them. Fuck are you doing with your life?" And I'm like, "Hold on." I go, "You're implying that that's the accomplishment?"
Right.
like I'm doing something. What are you doing?
He's always
It's
up.
that I got high.
When I have to do shit early in the morning, I always call him because he's always awake.
He's always awake.
Yeah. He's a maniac.
He told me that 4:30. Sometimes he's like, it just hits me like a thought. I just get up. I'm like, fucking
Wait, what?
4:30.
Just wants to get up sometimes.
Yeah.
Is he not a sleeper?
Not really. It's crazy, right? You'd think that he would just be passed out, but no.
Some people don't need to sleep.
If I get up to pee and it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, the problem is sometimes I'll have an idea.
Yeah.
And if I have an idea, I've gone back to sleep. I'm like, oh, I'll remember it. And I never remember it.
Yeah.
So now if I have any kind of an idea or I think like it might be an idea, I have to sit down.
Yeah.
And then I have to write something out.
Yeah,
Or
that's a good way
talking
to
to my
do it.
phone. I'm talking to my phone a little bit just to try to capture it.
You got to
good
write
idea.
it down. That's key.
If I don't, I'm fucked. Because if
Yeah.
I don't, I'm not getting any sleep. Because then I'll be sitting there thinking like, oh, I should have just got up.
It's always that thing where you go, it could be like when you're about to fall asleep or about to wake up. And you go, oh, I got that though. That'll come to me.
You know what I find? Like I had to do this thing for ESPN today, so I had to get up early and I had to drive on the highway and traffic and all that shit. But when I got up early, woke up, had a cup of coffee, I'm out the door in the hustle and bustle, and there's something about like getting up early, like forcing yourself to get up and then having like a cup of coffee and going out and do something. It gives you you got like a little momentum going.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm up early. I'm like, there's something to
I
getting
know.
up early.
And
right?
I used to
Yes.
really resent people that would brag about it, like, well, I've been up since 5:30. Well, la-di-da, fuckwad, good for you.
It's
But
a little
now
self-congratulatory.
Thank you. I agree. Like, look how disciplined I am.
But
Oh,
now
fuck off! I go to bed late.
we're early. We're up early.
But
every
now
day.
the kid's up at the crack of dawn, so we got to be up too. And now I'm used to it. Now I'm one of those people
You adjust.
sending emails
do
at
adjust.
6 a.m.
Yeah.
to my
and I
agents.
do like it more. I actually do like it more.
It doesn't make any sense, but I feel like when I force myself to wake up in the morning, I get a better feeling about the day.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's like I'm starting off in a good way. Like, all right, we're up.
Yeah.
Let's just go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I can't just yawn. What I got here, 11. Let me just jerk off.
Yeah, no.
Wake up at 12:30. I can
Yeah.
be at the gym by 3. That'll be fine.
One thing I don't like though, I don't like morning workouts.
No,
I like afternoon workouts. Yeah.
I like to work out first thing.
You do?
Yep. Yeah. I like to do something with no food. I like to do one workout in the morning, like something. Chin ups, body weight squats, something like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes I hit the bag. No food.
Wow.
I like to do that several times a week. But I always feel stronger and I have more energy if I work out late in the afternoon.
I like the late afternoon. Yeah.
Now, do you overeat though after you work out on an empty stomach? Afterwards?
No. I mean, I'm gonna be hungry, but I'm always
Yeah.
hungry after I work out. I don't eat like much more.
I see what you eat on Instagram.
I put my food on Instagram.
Lots of meats.
One of those annoying fucks. I have a lot of meat. You guys want some meat? I got some elk
Yeah.
Okay.
for you. I'll give you some elk. Show you
take it.
how to cook it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super good for you.
Yeah.
It's yummy.
Because you do a lot of veggies and meat, I noticed. No
Yeah.
carbs.
Very little carbs.
Yeah.
I eat a lot of avocados.
That's
I
good.
eat a lot of coconut
You do
oil, a
that
lot
too,
of
yeah.
fat.
That's what I'm
That's
eating.
what he's doing right now.
You doing that?
Yeah. High fat,
Yeah.
low carb. Yeah.
You know what you need to get a hold of, dude? You got to
Yeah.
get a hold of some ketones. Do we have them here? Hold on.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody.
Yeah, if you're on a ketogenic diet,
Yeah.
just try a few of these and tell me what you think.
What is this?
It's called Ketegenics. This
Yeah.
is the stuff that I use, but this is made by this guy, Dom DiAgostino, who's he's a research scientist from some university in Florida, by the way. He's in Florida.
All right.
Hey, look
Hey.
at that. And he's one of the foremost specialists on ketogenic diets.
Yeah.
And the benefits of ketogenic diets.
I've been reading a lot about it.
He's super scientific, though, and the best resource, if you want to listen to this, is the Tim Ferriss Show. Tim Ferriss's podcast. He had
Yeah.
3 different podcasts with Dom DiAgostino. And the first one was one of the things that got me super excited about trying to go on a fat-based diet.
Yeah.
Just listen to all the benefits this guy was talking about. Like, all the, like, there's a whole series of benefits. That and intermittent fasting, like getting your body into a state where it's just burning fat.
Yeah.
The big one, though, the real big one, though, is the hunger thing. There's 2 big ones. Like, one, I have energy all throughout the day. I know people right now are listening to this going, oh, my God, he's talking about a ketogenic diet again. Jesus fucking Christ. Because I talk about it too much.
Really?
But just for you guys.
Yeah.
You don't have as much hunger. Like, in between meals, you don't have that feeling.
I'm a month into it. And
Really?
Yeah. I'm down almost 18 pounds.
That's incredible.
I basically have felt that way where I'm not just like feeling that satisfaction more. I'm also eating overall less food. You know what I mean? Like I used to eat just more of a higher volume of food.
Right.
You know, like every meal was much bigger than it was because that fat satisfies you.
Yeah.
Much quicker, you know?
Well, it definitely satisfies you longer, too.
Yeah.
And it's just like the craving for carbs. Like, I got off of it when I went on this trip. I went on a trip, and I was with these guys camping for 6 days. And there's no way. I mean, there was just so much food that wasn't ketogenic.
Yeah.
And that's all we had was that food.
Sure.
So I got off it. And the first thing I noticed is, like, how hungry I would get in between meals.
Those sugar spikes.
Yeah, like you get like, God damn it, I gotta eat. And I realized, like, wow, I don't get that when I'm on the fat-based diet. And as soon as I got on the fat-based diet again, it went away.
You know what my second day of cutting the sugar and stuff was when we did that live podcast. And I was snapping at everybody.
Oh yeah, you were so grumpy.
Oh, did you get like heroin, like
withdrawals?
Dude, I didn't realize how much sugar I was consuming regularly.
Yeah.
But the first 48 to 72 hours, I was about to be on the first 48. Like I was I was really snapping at people.
So
really?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I couldn't control it. I also had a really hard time focusing, you know, for those first couple days.
Yeah, they call it the keto flu.
Really?
Yeah, you feel like you have the flu. I had a buddy of mine, my friend Brendan tried it. Not Brendan Shaw, but another Brendan. When he tried it, he sent me a text message. He's like, "Do you feel shitty? Like, do you feel like tired when you're first doing this? Like, some people it hits them like really bad."
I was just really irritable. Yeah, really irritable.
You were jonesing.
Yeah, I wanted it bad, man. Bad. Yeah,
how bad?
So bad.
Tell me.
And you forget all the stuff that has sugar in it. That's the
everything.
Everything does.
Actually, the other cool part about it, besides the health benefits, I mean, you know, from what I've read, a lot of all their cholesterol goes down, all that stuff goes down. It's a good exercise in discipline and in being focused and mindful in something. That's the cool part. If you're not I'm not a super disciplined person about a lot of things. You know, I'm disciplined about work, but like I don't find myself to be super disciplined, and all of a sudden you're going, all right, I have to look at what's in this, and then you're starting to catch things. It makes you more focused overall because you're focused on trying to do this one, like I want to eliminate sugar, which is secretly in everything, you know?
Well, I think a lot of addictions, they're all, it's almost the same thing. It's the same pattern. And that pattern is you're just doing something and you can't even believe you're doing it while you're doing it. And I'm betting all on black.
Yeah.
Ah! Like whether it's gambling or whether it's sex or whether it's drugs or whether it's, I mean, people are addicted to a bunch of different weird shit.
Yeah.
And food is a big one, man.
It's a big one, man.
It's kind of the same thing. They're just caught up in it. And then after you're done, you're like, what the fuck did I do? What did I do?
Yeah, before I had a baby, I had so much free time, and I didn't realize how much of that time I just spent eating. Like, really, just snacking on shit that I did not. And now that I don't have the time to, you know, you lose the baby weight gradually. It wasn't an effort because I don't have fucking time.
Right.
I used to graze out of boredom or depression or on the road or whatever, and then, you know, you don't need to eat half the shit. I didn't need to eat half the shit I was eating.
It's simple mouth pleasure. And that's what you got to look at it. There's two different things going on at the same time. One, there's a simple mouth pleasure that like when you eat lasagna or something like that. Like, God,
it's so funny you brought that up. I couldn't even do it last week. It was too many carbs. I felt like it was so heavy.
I know. I miss pasta.
It's so good.
Pasta's
You know what
good.
what I broke on for a day, and I just had a little bit. I love like a really the properly made way rice, like a rice that's made, you know, not like quick rice, but like boiled and someone makes rice perfect.
Yeah, our Guatemalan nanny did it.
Yeah,
she's great.
Yeah, I had to. I was like, I gotta have.
I had a cheesesteak in Philly on Saturday night.
Get your life. How was that?
It was awesome.
Where'd you go? Are you gonna give them a plug?
I think it was Jim's steak. Yeah,
it's good.
Me and Tony found like the place that had the most authentic reviews.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's from my Instagram with them cooking it in front of you. Look at that. Come on, son. They put Cheese Whiz on it, which in retrospect was a mistake.
Really?
I should have gone with provolone.
I go provolone.
Yeah, and the guy was like, "Do you want to try Whiz?" I go, "What is that?" He goes, "Cheese Whiz." I go, "Really?" He goes, "That's how we do it."
That's how some of the OG moves. Yeah, I always thought that was disgusting.
I like processed cheese. I'm real white trash though. I like all that stuff.
I like the
shaky
provolone.
cheese.
It just doesn't taste as good. Provolone tastes better.
Way better.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
Chopped onions? You do onions?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
peppers,
Peppers,
for sure.
mushrooms.
What kind of
yeah.
peanut
Hot
butter?
pepper, too.
You like Jif over Skippy or
I like
what are you eating?
that no sugar peanut butter that you have
Yeah.
to stick the knife in and make
Oh.
a mess on your countertop
Yeah.
because you got to stir the oil.
Like
in.
Justin's?
You got to do it
Yes.
yourself. I like that stuff.
If you
What
had to
about-
go,
yeah.
if you had to go Skippy or Jif,
Yeah.
this is kind of a battle for us. Who would you go with?
Be honest, okay?
Skippy.
Yes.
You've
I'm
never
gonna go
been a
with
friend.
Skippy. I think I go with Skippy.
I
but
love
Jif is a little
this.
more peanutier.
Yeah.
See, Jiffy is like a little bit more sugary, but Jif is more peanutty. Maybe I got those reversed.
But Skippy does taste more processed, but I like the taste.
Yeah, it does taste more right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Jif
so Jif
tastes-
is more
Yes.
peanut.
Yes, that's right. So now you're correcting yourself. I got it. So you're Team Jif.
No,
He
I
said
still, I think I
Skippy.
still would go
Really?
Skippy,
He
yeah, because
said
it's
it.
like candy. I'm eating
Yeah,
candy.
it's so
I
good.
know I'm not really eating peanut butter.
Right.
Yeah.
Or I am eating peanut butter, but it's
Right.
like peanut butter cups.
Yes.
Like,
Oh, those are the best.
It's like
I love
Reese's.
those.
Yeah.
Reese cups,
I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
God damn.
Yeah.
And
Those
for
are my
like
faves.
20 years, we never knew basically that's not really what peanut butter tastes like, you know?
Right.
Yeah, you're just like having it and you're like, this is candy. And you're like, like, peanut butter is candy. It's like, no, it's not. It's
And
supposed
then
to taste
you
like
get it
that.
as a kid in your lunch, and it was just sugar layer and
Yeah.
then a sugar layer of,
of
jelly.
jelly. Yeah.
Well, when I was a kid, my
Jeez.
parents
With bread.
made me eat healthy.
Yeah.
My parents were hippies when I was a kid, and they made me eat healthy. And so,
Really?
yeah. My stepdad was a total hippie. Like, he had hair down to his ass.
Oh,
And my mom was a hippie too. We lived in San Francisco, the whole deal. And we ate wheat bread with that fucking nasty peanut butter that you had to stir with a knife.
Really?
And when you're a little kid, you're so bummed out because
Oh,
everybody else
no.
has white bread.
Yeah.
And they have
Yeah.
where the jelly goes into
Yeah.
the bread and like it turns like, it's like, you ever see like a nice smoked meat where it gets that layer on the outside
Yeah.
of darkness and it's like a ring, like a smoke wing?
Yeah.
I like
Right.
that.
A peanut butter and jelly sandwich on like Wonder Bread.
Yeah.
The jelly starts to leak into the bread. And you
'Cause
see like
it's so
a
shitty.
fine
Yeah.
crust.
Yeah.
But they would melt in your mouth. You would
Yes.
eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on Jif with
Dude,
with
it was
a
dessert
or with on
Yeah.
for
Yes.
lunch.
Yeah.
With Wonder Bread rather and with a glass of milk.
yeah.
So good.
Yeah.